Hi guys, hope you're all well. Welcome back to It's Cooking Good. Today I've got a superfood recipe for you. Yeah, that's right, it's my first superfood recipe and it's also a subscriber request and it is Greek liver and you're getting a bonus today because I'm also doing Greek lemon potatoes. So let's have a look at the ingredients. So first off is our liver. I've got some lovely slices here of calves liver. Thank you again to F. Conisbee and Son. Great butchers, look them up if you're in the Surrey area. I'm going to put that to one side for the moment because we're going to actually turn our attention to the potatoes first. Here I've got 3 large potatoes I've cut into quite sizable wedges, if you like. Some of them bigger than others. That's fine as long as they're about the same thickness. Here I've got half a cup of olive oil, half a cup of chicken stock, 2 cloves of garlic minced, the juice of a lemon, and a good tablespoon of oregano. And this is simple. I've got the oven preheated at 200 degrees C fan, and we're literally going to go in with the olive oil. Trust me, it looks a lot, but this recipe is absolutely delicious and it will sort of go caramelizey. It's beautiful. Our chicken stock going in. I'm just going to put, while I remember, some salt and also some cracked black pepper. I like plenty, get it in there. I'm going with some of oregano. I'm not putting it all in because I'm actually saving some of this for our liver when we cook it, but I'm going to put a fair amount in there. It's probably half a tablespoon. Our lemon juice and also our minced garlic. And what you want to do, either with a spoon, I've just got my hands today, just get that all mixed around in there, like so. Make sure that garlic is, you could pre-mix this in a jar, but I'm sort of trying to save on washing up. And why not? It's a 1-pan dish. Okay, they look fine. Let me just wipe my hands. Okay, so as I say, the oven is preheated to 200 degrees C fan. These are going to go into 35 to 40 minutes. What you're looking for is these potatoes and all those juices to amalgamate, and these potatoes go lovely and sticky and gnarly. Oh, they are so, so good. I cannot explain how good these are. If there's one thing that I have cooked over the past 3 months and you haven't cooked it, you must cook this. Trust me. After the 35 to 40 minutes, I'm going to pull it out. We're going to whack down the temperature a little bit, not whack down the temperature, turn down the temperature to 180. And then if they're looking a bit too dark, we will cover them with foil. But I'll see you then. Let's just get this in. And I'll see you shortly and we'll attend to the liver. Okay, so our potatoes are nearing the end of their first bit of their cook. So now we need to turn our attention to the liver. As I said before, got some lovely calves liver here. If you can't get calves liver, then go for another liver that you can get hold of. All I've done with this is soak it in milk for the past hour and then patted it dry. We're going to season it up in a minute. You must do that because it does get rid of the bitterness from the liver. Also, if you do get it and it hasn't been butchered properly, you will find there are some sort of bits of sinew and stuff. You want to try and get that out of the meat if you can. Next, you're going to need some honey, a teaspoon of Dijon mustard, 2 garlic cloves, which have just been sliced in half, some dried rosemary, and plenty of dried oregano, the juice of a lemon, a good knob, probably 3 or 4 knobs of butter, and 100 millilitres of water. That is it. So what I'm going to do first, I've lightly oiled this calves liver. Just get rid of all of this. And what I want to do is just season it up. Because these are big pieces of liver, whilst they are going to shrink up, I'm going to only be able to cook probably a couple of bits at a time. So I'm going to season up a couple of bits with some salt, some pepper, and some of our dried oregano, like so. I'm going to just flip that over. I'm using these because these are slippery little fellas. That's it. Get it over. Just unfold that bit. There we go. Same again. Salt. Pepper. And some of that dried oregano. I love oregano. We had this discussion earlier actually, and we were asking each other, my wife and I, you know, what's our most used herb? And I think it's oregano. I'm pretty sure in most of my recipes I use oregano. I love it. My wife thinks it's parsley. So we went for, yeah, well, it is parsley if it's fresh, but it's oregano if it's dried. But there we are. So those are prepped. I'm going to let those sit. While they're sitting, let's get our potatoes out. Move all this out of the way. Okay, so I'm just going to get my oven gloves and just something to put on there. Let's get these potatoes out and give them a turn around. Oh, they smell delicious. And at the same time, I'm just going to lower the heat on this to 180. And you see what I mean when I say that they're starting to take on that colour now. Whilst they are half submerged in liquid, they're still taking on that colour. And once we turn these over, they're going to, oh, it's going to be even better. Oh, I get so excited with these. That's it. Just give it all a good flip around. Just want to make sure that they're all getting a nice even coating of that chicken stock and the oil. What I was going to say to you guys as well is these potatoes are great if you want to get ahead of the game. I've done it many times where I've prepped them the day before, put them in the fridge, and then when your guests, just before your guests arrive, chuck them in the oven. They come out exactly the same. Right, let's put those back in. They're going to go in now, 180, fan. So I've turned the heat down, and they're going for another 30 minutes. Gives us some time to cook our liver. Our pan's on a high heat. I'm going to add some of that butter into the pan and just let that melt down. Okay, once that's bubbling, we're going to add it in our liver. So again, just using tongs, putting it in. And our second piece. And we're going to leave that for a minute that side. Okay, that's had its minute. We're going to flip them over. At the same time, I'm going to add in our garlic. Just give it a nice swill around. I probably could have got all 4 pieces in there now, I'm looking at it. But that's good. Another minute that side. I'm just going to move this garlic around a little bit just to flavour that butter as much as I can. You just want to get that nice colour on here. What we don't want to do is overcook this. You want it to be nice and tender. Overcook it, it's going to be tough as old boots. Okay, let's add it a minute. In with our lemon juice. And I'm just going to get a spatula here just to deglaze that pan a little bit. That's it, perfect. Into that, I'm going to add our rosemary. A little bit of the water, so about 100 millilitres of water. Good stir around. Our Dijon mustard. And our honey. If I can get it out. Probably about half a tablespoon of the honey. And then I've just got a little whisk here. I just want to whisk that mustard into that sauce. Oh, it smells amazing. That's it. And we'll leave that for 1 more minute and we will be done. I'll see you over at the bench and we will give it a go. Okay, so we are done. Our liver is all ready to go. I'm just going to plate it up. Put a piece here. The other piece. Like so. And some of that lovely sauce. Don't want too much because our potatoes are going to come with their own sauce. Move that out of the way. Let's get our potatoes out. They've had their time. I'm expecting big things. They look great. I'm sure the flavour will not disappoint. And I'm just gonna, actually I'll use this spoon. Let's just get, no I won't, I'll use this just to get them up. That's it. And let's get some of those on our plate over here. I mean, this would make a great dinner party dish if you've got people that like liver. I appreciate it's not everyone's cup of tea. I like liver any way you'll give it to me. Bacon, onions, gravy, or like this, sage and butter. I'll take it any way I can. And I'm just going to put a little bit of parsley on our potatoes. Like so, because it looks a little bit chefy. Or I might even put a little bit on our liver. Look at that. Amazing. Right, guys, all that's left for us to do is give it a try. And let's see how we've done. Okay, let's see what this tastes like. Smells amazing. It's cutting through there like butter. See, it's not overdone. Still got a nice bit of pinkness to it. That is stunning. The flavour of the calves liver is amazing. I'm getting the sweetness of the honey. The lemon juice is coming through. The herbs. Oh, wow. That is just absolutely wonderful. Let's try one of these potatoes. I've been waiting for this. Don't know if you can hear that. Crispy, crunchy, soft in the middle. Taking on the flavour of the lemon. I've got a bit more of this calves liver. Why not? Let's try it. So good. That is amazing. All I need now is a bottle of Metaxa, as my Auntie Joan would say. Probably a large bottle for Auntie Joan, but I just have a glass. But it would just finish that off nicely. Guys, I really appreciate you tuning in and watching through till the very, very end. If you're new to the channel and you're not subscribed, you like the content, please consider doing so. It's free and it really would mean a lot and help the channel out. You can click on the watermark or the subscribe button below. You've got a recipe, send it through to me. I'll cook it for you. The details of all of these, or both of these recipes, will be down below in the description as always. And all I've got left to say is, it's cooking good.